Today on Investigate TV Plus, behind the wheel of America's big rigs, blind spots can put other drivers in danger.
And so this car basically disappears in this area.
We go in depth on the deadly problem and speak with a company using new and simple solutions to save lives.
Plus, a growing demographic wants to shop secondhand.
Everybody's thrifting now to find the best deal.
From the consignment rack to the resale shop, we show you how to find your own treasures.
Then, people from across the world get their kicks on Route 66.
France, Spain, Italy, the UK, they're here regularly.
We take you to an iconic attraction on the Mother Road.
In-depth stories that inform and inspire. You're watching Investigate TV Plus.
If you've ever felt nervous or scared passing a big rig, we've uncovered those fears are based in facts. I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Tisha Powell. According to the National Safety Council, each year, about 5,000 people are killed in crashes involving large trucks.
While the most recent data shows a slight drop in 2023, the number of big rigs involved in deadly wrecks is still about 40% higher than a decade ago.
So what's driving the increase in crashes and deaths?
Investigative reporter Brendan Keefe found a major blind spot in how big rigs are regulated.
He gets behind the wheel to show the hidden dangers and the potential solutions to save lives.
Pumping the brakes, turning the wheel, nothing works. What's pushing this car sideways? An 80,000-pound tractor trailer. Let's rewind to the beginning. The video and police reports show the truck driver started changing lanes and likely never saw the car until it was too late. It's happening across the nation.
A deadly fiery pileup.
Oh my.
Come on, let's get out! The car plowing into the side of the tractor trailer smashed in an instant, hubcap sent spinning. A car collides with an 18-wheeler bursting into flames.
In 1 out of every 3 big rig crashes, the truck driver never saw it coming because the car was in the blind spots. Driving next to a tractor trailer, you may not realize you could be completely hidden from the trucker's view in one of 4 major blind spots.
There's even a blind spot right in front of the rig, a blind spot big enough to conceal an entire SUV. To the driver behind the wheel of a big rig, this SUV might as well be invisible.
Even if there's 10 to 15 feet between the truck and the car, that car can disappear and the driver never see them.
Keith Copeland is Vice President of Safety for the Bennett family of trucking companies.
At Bennett, what we do, we require the fender mirrors and we're requiring the Max View side mirror here to see the blind spot that's up in front.
Max View is a simple solution, a tiny mirror mounted on both sides of the cab behind the doors that ironically the driver can't actually see directly.
It's a mirror bouncing off another mirror. So as he looks here, he can see the view of everything in front of him. The driver, because of the door frame, may not be able to see me, but as he looks in the side mirror and the reflection of the Max View mirror, he can see me clearly utilizing both mirrors.
Seeing is really believing, so we're putting you behind the wheel of a big rig to make the decision. Are we clear to change lanes on the right? Take a look again from the outside. That's a red Mustang in our blind spot. Now let's look again with all the mirrors. We can actually see the Mustang in the fender mirrors, in the overhead mirror, and in the Max View mirror. None of those mirrors is required by the federal government.
The professional driver may not even know it's sitting there without all the mirrors.
So there are trucks out there that don't have all of these auxiliary mirrors.
That's correct. That's correct.
You guys go the extra step to add multiple mirrors. Other than those side mirrors, everything is optional.
That's right. The side mirrors are required by the Federal Motor Carrier Association or Administration. All the other mirrors that we use are options.
Many rigs have curved wide-angle mirrors on the hood or front fenders, but because those are not required by regulation, some trucks don't have them at all. And that means the driver of the truck inches from you and your family may not be able to see you.
Most crashes would tend to happen in this spot right here.
In this area right here.
The right side of a truck from the front wheel back is the most dangerous spot.
And so this car basically disappears in this area.
What should I do to make sure I'm not going to be in the blind spot of a truck?
Don't hang out next to the truck. So if you're on the right side or the driver's side, don't hang out there. Get in a position whether you move a lane over, move up front, move back so that you can see the driver in the mirrors and so the driver can see you.
If you can't see the driver in the mirrors, they can't see you, especially directly behind the trailer. For Bennett, the decision to require these extra mirrors on all 1,200 trucks in its fleet is paying off in saved lives and saved dollars.
We're seeing downward trends in events. We're seeing downward trends in accidents that we're involved in because of all this.
A problem that's easy to see, but for all drivers, a hidden danger.
While blind spots on big rigs can be a threat to drivers, we also uncovered the increasing threat posed by large SUVs and trucks.
Experts we spoke with say as these cars have gotten larger over time, so has the risk for pedestrian injury and death. Reporter Heather Graff joins us now to explain.
Lee and Tisha, over the last 30 years, the average U.S. passenger vehicle has gotten about 4 inches wider, 10 inches longer, 8 inches taller, and about 1,000 pounds heavier. While larger trucks and SUVs typically provide better protection for passengers, researchers found they can have the opposite impact on pedestrians. An analysis of data from nearly 18,000 crashes show vehicles with a hood height greater than 40 inches, like a full-size SUV or pickup truck, are about 45% more likely to cause pedestrian fatalities.
We do need some sort of regulation to provide a minimum standard for vehicle design to protect pedestrians. We're seeing more ribs, abdomen, vital organs being injured in these crashes because these tall, blunt front ends are directly hitting these pedestrians.
Now, there have been some recent developments. In 2024, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration proposed regulations aimed at better protection for people on foot, citing data that shows nearly half of pedestrian deaths when hit by the front of a vehicle involved SUVs, trucks, and vans. The agency's proposed rule, if approved, would establish a new federal motor vehicle safety standard with test procedures that simulate a head-to-hood impact, along with performance requirements to minimize the risk of pedestrian head injury. For more on this story, including one mother's fight to bring industry-wide change, go to InvestigateTV.com and search hood heights.
Still ahead, she found the confidence to overcome a condition many women face.
The positive for me that has come from this is the encouraging of other women who were suffering in silence.
We meet the woman whose voice became a source of inspiration for women going through their own hair loss journey.
But first, in a world of fast fashion, a growing number of people are returning to the thrift store racks.
It's kind of fun to watch that, the whole cycle of how they purchased it, they used it, they bring it back, and now they're getting something new.
From Goodwill hunting to chic consignment shops, we show you how to shop like a pro.
For some shoppers, yesterday's trends are now today's treasures.
Capital One estimates in 2023, the U.S. secondhand market generated an estimated $53 billion in revenue.
According to online retailer ThredUp, the top reasons people buy secondhand are to get better deals, to find unique items, afford higher-end brands, and it's better for the planet.
But the idea that hunting for secondhand bargains is something that only your grandma or even mom and dad would do just isn't true anymore.
Reporter Nora Hart explains why younger generations are rummaging through the racks for retro deals and shows us how you can find those hidden gems.
It's the middle of the day on a weekday, and the parking lot is packed full at this Goodwill outlet store in Northeast Portland. Inside the outlet, also called the bins, you won't find items organized by size or color on racks or shelves.
So this is not all separate and sorted through. This is dumped right in here for our sorting pleasure.
Exactly.
Instead, you'll be greeted by a room full of large blue bins, each one stuffed full of pre-owned goods. Mark Gormley has been managing the airport location for years and says a busy day is a normal day at the bins.
There are shoppers that come in, like I said, that wait in line in the morning and are here until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Our general donations are about 70 customers to 120 customers per day.
Oh, wow.
That's about how many customers we get of donating.
The other portion includes items that didn't sell at other Goodwill retail stores, even after getting marked down.
It's going to be in that store for up to 4 weeks.
Then, many of those things get packed up and brought to the bins.
So they'll put it into one of these big melon boxes, and then that's what we take and put on the sales floor.
How do you decide what ends up in those blue bins to then be brought out there?
We just take everything and we put it into that machine over there that tips those melons, and everything goes.
If digging through the bins isn't quite your style, across the Portland Metro, you'll find a very different shopping experience.
We call it Mimosa Fridays.
Shoppers come in for a luxury experience.
Some of my favorites, early Dolce & Gabbana.
With every detail tailored to feel high-end.
Purchasing our wooden hangers, for example, and making sure that things are, organized and color-coded.
But make no mistake, you'll still find discounts.
You're going to find Ever-Eve jackets for $10 and $15. I can't think of anybody that couldn't find something in our shop.
Retailers like Musey's on Main, just south of Portland, act as the middleman, repairing tears and cleaning stains.
And it's part of what you're paying for. So there's, that's element of why it's a little more expensive is because of the curation.
Musey says the consigning process can be part of the fun.
Consignment is a way for people to take things that they previously have owned or things that they have found, bring them to our store. We give them 2 to 3 months to sell them. The store takes a percentage of it, and they also make a percentage of it.
According to Capital One, the majority of consignment shops pay merchandise owners 40 to 60% of the selling price of the items sold. Shoppers can then pick up a check or use their earnings as store credit to buy something else.
It's kind of fun to watch the whole cycle of how they purchased it, they used it, they bring it back, and now they're getting something new.
On hand at the shop is Sophia Sutherland, a self-proclaimed Gen Z thrifting expert.
Everybody's thrifting now to find the best deal.
She handles Musey's online inventory and says thrifting, especially among younger shoppers, is having a bit of a resurgence.
When COVID ended and we could finally go back to in-person school and going outside, it was kind of like almost freedom. So a bunch of people in my generation went straight to the thrift stores, and with social media, people were filming what they're finding.
Online retailer ThredUp released data showing that in 2023, 65% of Gen Z and millennials shopped for secondhand apparel, compared to 50% of all adults. The report found Gen Z and millennials are also more likely to resell their own clothing, with the #1 reason to make extra money. Back at the Goodwill bins, Gormley says he's also seen a shift in his customer base.
There's been a lot more younger people doing it now, a lot because of the social media and TikTok.
But be warned, it can be chaotic.
It can be very overwhelming for somebody that comes in that's never been in here before, because there are certain rules that you have to follow.
Can you give me some advice on how to navigate this process?
Your best bet is to let the wave go by first. So when the table comes out, everybody's going to be there shopping that table, and then they're going to bring out more tables, so then those people are going to navigate away from that into those tables.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I feel a little more confident in approaching the bins. I'm excited. Hopefully I find a treasure.
You will. Everybody does.
I'm all for thrifting. The one thing, though, I don't know about shoes, sandals, things like that.
Yeah, I've never gotten that from a thrift store, but I like the wine glasses, art, all sorts of home things.
Hey, jewelry there,
Yeah,
some
jewelry
stuff, good stuff.
Still ahead, from a faded highway to a full-blown revival.
The oldest operating motel or court on Route 66.
We take you to one stop reliving the glory days on the Mother Road.
But first, an influencer with a common condition that causes hair loss is using her platform to redefine beauty.
We reveal how one woman's journey is inspiring others. It's an autoimmune disease that can cause patchy hair loss and most commonly affects the scalp. Alopecia areata affects nearly 7 million people in the U.S. and is the second leading cause of hair loss behind female and male pattern baldness.
After losing her locks to alopecia, one Charlotte woman realized bald is also beautiful.
Reporter Kim Anderson shows us how she uses her online platform to give women the confidence to face the condition head on.
For 9 years, social media influencer Angela Agnew grew her beautiful, long locks of hair. She was so proud of that journey. Then one day, she noticed something wasn't quite right.
And I realized that the top was thinning a little bit. And I fought for a little while. I got locks removed, placed up here, all kind of different things to try to get past the hair thinning. Then I finally went to a specialist and I asked her, I said, hey, what's going on here?
Angela's diagnosis? Alopecia.
And to realize that there was nothing else that I could do, that this was something that I had to accept, it was hard.
Angela lived in silence with alopecia, hiding what she couldn't control under wigs. When she saw another woman bullied online for her thinning hair, she made a bold choice. She shaved her head. It went viral on her social media platform.
I am an advocate so ferociously when it comes to bullying. So when I saw this woman just doing her job and getting picked with and bullied because of her thin hair, I said, you know what, this is your time.
Alopecia is very common and it's becoming even more and more common.
Dr. Tanya McLeod is a dermatologist and partner at Piedmont Plastic Surgery and Dermatology in Charlotte. She says the first and most important step for women who have thinning hair is to get a diagnosis by a specialist.
Make sure you seek a board-certified dermatologist that is comfortable with your hair type.
Dr. McLeod says hairstylists, as much as we love them, are not the ones to make your diagnosis.
That could possibly do more damage. I know that there are trichologists out there who claim that they are experts in hair, but really the experts are dermatologists. Alopecia has multiple causes because there are multiple types of alopecia.
Those multiple types determine if you will be able to have regrowth.
If you have a scarring alopecia, yes, that could mean that there's scar tissue that forms in the hair follicle and that hair may not come back. But with the non-scarring variety of alopecia, that hair will grow back with the proper diagnosis and treatment.
Angela Agnew says her hair loss is permanent. Through her boldness, her hope is that others see her courage and that it can be contagious and bald can be beautiful.
The positive for me that has come from this is the encouraging of other women who were suffering in silence. So it gives me goosebumps because they reach out to me and they're like, hey, because of you, I'm about to post. I'm about to put it out there that I suffer with this as well. And I want to feel okay and I want to inspire somebody the way that you inspired me.
Several celebrities have opened up about their alopecia diagnosis, including Jada Pinkett Smith and Viola Davis.
Still ahead, a historic highway connects the country for 100 years.
While it's been decommissioned and officially doesn't exist, it's still very much alive.
We take you to one stop along Route 66 for its centennial celebration.
"100 years of neon signs and nostalgia in the rearview mirror. 2026 marks the centennial for Route 66.
Giving rise to shops, restaurants, and roadside attractions along the way, the famous Mother Road stretched more than 2,000 miles from Chicago to Santa Monica, California.
It was officially decommissioned in 1985 after the completion of the interstate highway system.
At the time, some thought the glory days were over.
Reporter Chad Pline takes us to one motor court where that's far from the truth.
A short drive from the Springfield Square on West College Street, the heartbeat of Route 66 is still kicking. Welcome to the Rockwood Motor Court,
the oldest operating motel or court on Route 66.
Owners Phyllis and Tim have restored this almost century-old property into what it would have looked like during the Mother Road's prime years. Built in 1929 right on Route 66, this was a place for a family heading east or west to rest. With a Shell station out front, get some gas, refill a radiator, maybe patch that old tire. But 6 years ago, the Rockwood was dying slowly. It had weekly and monthly rental units with a sub shop out front.
A freight extension cord and a space heater away from not being here.
When we first came over and viewed it, it was like, oh my.
At the time, Phyllis was on the Springfield City Council. Wanting to revitalize the northwest side of town, she had an idea. Buy the rundown roadside Rockwood.
You're going to represent an area, then you need to put your money where your mouth is.
After 7 months of renovation, the Rockwood Motor Courts reopened, and once again, the little stop on the big road was a hit. And the 10 rooms all have different themes.
Shell-themed room with a lot of memorabilia.
It's not as fancy as the hotels of today, and that's a good thing. This is what life was like, and the way many travelers want to spend a night or two while seeing Route 66 today.
One of the biggest things we learned is exactly how much international travel that there is on Route 66.
While it's been decommissioned and officially doesn't exist, it's still very much alive.
From France to Australia, China to Estonia, there's always new faces driving up and spending the night. And to help them all check in, 9-year-old granddaughter Harlan lends a hand.
I've met tons of kids around my age, and I love having like a good laugh with them.
The Fergusons cannot imagine life without the Rockwood Motor Court in their life.
Taking something that wasn't really stable and contributing to the neighborhood.
Route 66 in general is kind of in our DNA as a society. It was neat to find a kind of an undiscovered or a neglected part that just needed some love.
And that's it for us on Investigate TV Plus. I'm Tisha Powell.
And I'm Lee Zurich. Thanks for watching.
On the next Investigate TV Plus, rail cargo theft is on the rise with heavily armed thieves targeting trains in brazen attacks.
We have had someone die trying to rob these trains.
We investigate the high-dollar heist, show you the stunning video of robbers, and hear from those working for solutions to protect the rails and communities.